Thanks everyone for joining me today for another episode on the Travel Collective, where we meet amazing people that love to travel, live in different places, and share places that they love. So today I'm excited to chat with Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So you're joining us from Santa Fe today, right?
I am. I'm very fortunate to be joining you from Santa Fe. This is where I live, and it's a city that I have really just fallen in love with.
Have you always lived there then, or it's a place you
I
recently?
have not. I have not. I spent a lot of my years. Well, I grew up in Louisiana and then moved to Denver. And then we always loved Santa Fe. And, it was always somewhere I'd come with my girlfriends and we'd have like a little day, but here and there. But then when my, second life started, after my divorce, I decided that's where I want to be. So I moved to Santa Fe.
Oh, beautiful. I mean, Santa
Yeah.
Fe is just known for so many things. It's history, it's arts. What are
It
some
is.
of things that you really enjoy showing off about Santa Fe?
Right. Well, my mother and my aunt just came for Thanksgiving, and I had to take them. We have an Indian background, so I had to take them to the Wheelwright Museum, which is the big, Indian museum, which showcases a ton of the amazing jewelry and just the artistry. And you just are so amazed by seeing, all the collection that they have there. And then when you're done, they take you through an old timey like trading post. So it's
Oh,
a really cool experience. But Santa Fe was started as an artist town back at like in the 1920s. There was a group of five artists called the Cinco Pintores, or the five painters, and they really started. They were inspired by the landscapes, out here, and they really started a lot of the artistry. All the artists started coming. Georgia O'Keeffe is very famous around here. She moved here around 1949, and now her museum is here, and we get to see her amazing works as well. So, yeah, it's just a wonderful artist town, and not just for art itself or paintings, but we have an amazing jazz scene here, which
oh,
not a lot of people know about. But I don't know if you know John Trinacosta. He is a jazz drummer, musician from New York, born and raised. I think Staten Island, if I'm remembering correctly. But he has a nonprofit called the Santa Fe Music Collective that is an amazing nonprofit that brings cool jazz musicians to our area all the time.
oh,
So we're
wow.
just really, really blessed. And you can catch him and the Bob Fox Trio, who's another amazing jazz artist here, at the Unit B, which is I think it's a guarded secret. Like only the locals know about it. I like to tell everybody that doesn't know about it or is new to Santa Fe, oh, if you love jazz, you have to go to Unit B. It's like a speakeasy. Like
Oh,
you don't
wow.
even know it's there. There is no outside name, moniker, nothing. It's just like an orange door, and
Wow.
you just have to know to go in there.
Yeah, I was just gonna
So
say,
it's
yeah.
really cool. But then when you go inside, it's all decorated and the stage and
Oh,
everything. And
wow.
they have wonderful cocktails, which I love, and food and wine. So it's just a fabulous thing to do here.
Yeah, Santa Fe, when speaking of food, it has an incredible food scene as well. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've got your, green chili lovers. We have I don't know if you know Christmas. Have you ever heard of that? Christmas chili, which is red and green chili. So if you want to order that, you're ordering Christmas. But speaking of Christmas, Vogue magazine just named Santa Fe as one of the 5 top Christmas cities in the U.S. So we're
Wow.
really proud of that. We have pancakes on the plaza every year where everybody gets up in their festive garb and, we light the tree. And we also have a big Hanukkah scene out here, which is really fabulous. And it's just wonderful. And then we also have like a Spanish market that's going on this week,
Oh, wow.
where you can go and buy handmade crafts and things that are meaningful, for holiday
Yes.
gifts
Yeah.
instead of like just like crap on Amazon, right?
Right, right. No, I'm totally all about, local artists and something really unique that, it's handmade. That says so much more than
Yeah,
just something you can get, like you said, off of Amazon.
exactly. Yeah.
So, do you have other favorite seasons besides holidays? I mean, I can just imagine at the holidays, all the candles and the lights, and that is pretty special.
It is really wonderful. And also I think it was like US News and World Report. So we're very close to Taos, New
Oh,
Mexico as well, if you didn't know that. And Taos Pueblo is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So for all of those travel, folks out there, they love to get the, go to the World
yes.
Heritage Sites. That's something pretty spectacular about Taos. But it was also named by U.S. News and World Report as the best, cheapest winter getaway. I
Oh,
said, I don't know about cheapest, but it is a great winter getaway.
yeah, I don't know about cheap. I don't know. I don't know if
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I guess they were saying that like the skiing, if that's your goal, can be pretty economical there. But you know, it's a really awesome place to visit as well. So that's one thing I love about this area is you've got Taos right there, you've got Santa Fe here with the plaza and everything, but then you also have Albuquerque. They host the annual um, balloon fiesta.
oh,
I don't
that's
know if you've
right.
ever heard
Yeah.
of that, but I think it's the largest hot air balloon fiesta in the world.
Yeah.
And I mean, they have it's unbelievable seeing all they do this mass ascension and seeing all of these balloons just like fly into the sky, and the sky's just dotted with them. You can't not,
Yeah.
it's just amazing. So that's in October. That's always the first week and second week of October. So I highly recommend that. Now the hotels are always sold out like a year in advance. So if
Right.
you're coming, you gotta really plan for it.
Right. Or you're going to be staying quite a ways, probably outside of Albuquerque and driving in, and I don't know.
Oh, oh, definitely. And but some people don't mind doing that. You can still experience it, but it's just a great time, and it's very festive, and people are super nice and welcoming. So I think it's something that everybody should experience at least once.
Right. And I've also heard that Santa Fe kind of is a great place for people to go for some wellness activities, for kind of
Yeah,
relaxing and hiking and
you bet. I mean, Bandelier National Monument Park is just an amazing place for hiking and biking.
oh wow.
Um, that's one of the ones that I highly recommend. But also, we have Jemez, which is spelled Jemez, and that has natural hot springs.
Oh.
So you can go to a hot springs, you can soak, you can enjoy, and it's so beautiful. Like it really is. But you can also do a lot of hiking around there. In and around Santa Fe, there's just tons of hiking trails. I really recommend the Old Pecos Trail because they have an old mission church there. I mean, it's no longer, serviceable, but it's still there. A lot of the remnants of it is
Oh.
there. And it's just a really cool, serene place, where the Pueblos used to live. And They have their kivas still set up there, and
Oh my.
it's just really it's very historical as well. So that's a great walk that you can choose to do, and I highly recommend. But like I said, there's just tons. I mean, we also have like skydiving here, which
Oh
are
my
not a lot
goodness.
of people
Yeah.
realize, but this is a great place to go skydiving. Also, we do, the whitewater rafting a little bit differently because they'll start them in the morning, whitewater rafting, and then take them on a wine trail
Oh,
to go experience the different wines of New Mexico, which is kind of cool.
that is kind
So
of
it just
cool.
gives you a little flavor of adventure and then a good wind down.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm. Yeah.
So in the summer, does it get super hot in Santa Fe? And there are things that, people disappear and do during that time, or what do you have to
No,
say about
it
that?
doesn't. It's not super hot here, not like, Vegas or, Arizona or any place like that, or even Texas where my mom is currently. But it can get warm. It can get up there, but we're in the mountains,
Oh, that's
so
true.
yeah, so it's I call it a very mild climate. So far, we've had a very mild winter as well, which the skiers, are not very happy with right now. So we're really hoping that the snow will come find us at least by Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So are
Uh-huh.
there particular places that people should look to stay if they're coming to Santa Fe?
Most definitely. I love La Fonda on the Plaza. It is the most beautiful, authentic New Mexican, um, wonderful hotel. I know the manager there, and he's just amazing, and he really cares about, the people that come visit, and he wants to make sure that they get the most out of their visit. They have tours that you can take from La Fonda every single day at 10 a.m. Those tours
Oh,
start
wow.
right at the steps of the La Fonda. So regardless if you stay there or not, you could still, pop by there and get
Right.
in on the tours. But the tours are going to give you some rich history about New Mexico. I don't know if you know, but we have the Laredo Chapel, which was um, a chapel, a consecrated ground. It is no longer. It's just to visit.
Oh,
But
interesting.
when it was a mission there, they some believe that um, they needed like stairs to the lofts in there, and some believe that the carpenter Saint Joseph appeared one day and built the stairs literally out of thin air.
Oh, wow.
And so it's kind of a miraculous place. So I highly recommend that people go visit there because especially if you're spiritual like I am.
Right.
But just to experience it because you cannot see that staircase is supported by anything. It is literally suspended in midair, and yet it's beautiful and works. And
Wow.
then, of course, we have the Cathedral of St. Francis, which, I mean, architecturally, it's favors very much like the Notre Dame Cathedral.
Oh,
It's
wow.
so beautiful. And then Cathedral Park right next to it is another really amazing place. And another hotel that's really great too is La Posada is there. It's really fabulous. And they also have a restaurant with great food. There's the inn at the governor's, and also Bishop's Lodge, which is not quite near the plaza, but a lot of people love it
Hmm.
because it's kind of, in a secluded area. They have their like own wonderful restaurant as well. But it's very intimate and romantic, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. That gives people a lot of different choices. And
Oh, for sure. Yeah. And, of course, you could stay in Taos as well. There are a number, I think there's one called Encantato, which is an amazing place for staying and having lunch or dinner there. It's very beautiful.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So tell us, Rebecca, a little bit about your own business and what you do and I know it's travel related, so tell us a little
It
bit about
is.
that.
It is. Yeah. So I'm a travel writer as well, and I've written. I'm on my third book now. I'm about to publish it. It launches December 11th. But my first book was called Thrilling Escapes
Oh,
for
interesting.
adventure enthusiasts. I just have a love of like anytime I'm somewhere amazing, I just have a love to do like get out and do wild and crazy things like, skydiver, zip liner, hiking and biking or deep sea fishing or whatever. I can, get out there and just be adventurous.
Yeah.
And so that kind of inspired my first book. And my second book, Exotic Escapes, is more about places that people never think to go. I mean, as a travel consultant, I've always heard people go like, "Oh, I've been to Italy and I don't feel the need to go back there." And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, right.
Have you been to Armenia? Have you been to Georgia? Have you been, to Azerbaijan?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, it's like they just think of the main, like France, England, and Italy, and then that's like, well, I don't know where else to go. I've been everywhere. And it's like, really, have you?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, this is my book to say there's so many other places that you could think to go. And those places, I must say, that those people, they welcome you with open arms, And so much I feel like in the media, it portrays other countries as if they're dangerous and don't like
Right.
Americans or whatever. And that has never been my experience with these countries. So I tell people don't be afraid. Just go for it and see the world with your own eyes and experience these things with your own self.
Oh, I
Yeah.
completely agree. I think that
Yeah.
I share that sentiment wholeheartedly. I mean, it's important to be cautious, but you have to be cautious in the United States too. I mean,
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely, you do. I mean, no matter what, anything can happen anywhere.
yes.
So, you can't hold yourself back from travel. And, you should go and see these amazing, wonderful places that have so much to offer and have people there that, they will touch your lives and you can touch their lives. So I highly, highly recommend travel.
Yeah, and I love that you've written two wonderful books. That is
Mhm.
amazing. So in
Thank
the
you.
exotic places, which place do you think most surprises people that you've been to?
Yeah, I mean, I think Iran is probably the biggest
Yeah.
shocker. People just are so kind of against that country, and it seems like they stay in the news and everything like that. But their people are extremely welcoming to Americans, and as long as you are respectful of their culture, and that's what I tell people. I mean, don't just go to these countries and think, well, I'm not going to try to learn any of their
Right.
language, or I'm not going to, cover my head with a scarf or whatever. No, I mean, let's respect where you're going. Let's respect it and then try to put ourselves in their shoes for a minute and really immerse ourselves into their culture because that's what it's all about, isn't it? I mean,
Right.
otherwise, why are you traveling,
Right.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So I think that's the biggest surprise. But, Georgia is a really great country as well. They have, that they're almost like the cradle of like winemaking there,
Oh,
which not a lot of
interesting.
people know about. I mean, when
Yeah.
people think of wine, they think of France and Italy, but actually they have a huge wine making production and their wine is delicious there. So
Oh, wow.
there's many reasons to go to and experience Georgia, I would say.
Oh, that's fabulous, Rebecca. So let
Mhm.
everyone know where your website is and where they might pick up your books if they want to reach out. And
Yes. So my latest book is Transformative Escapes, and it's about medical tourism, which is a new, insight that I've done a lot of research on. I've spoken to a lot of people that have opted for medical tourism and doctors as well in all of these different areas. So I'm really passionate about that. That book launches December 11th, again on Amazon. And my website is called transformativeescapes.com.
fabulous. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for sharing today. And I hope people will check out your books and consider Santa Fe if you haven't made plans for the holidays.
You bet.
It'd
You
be a
bet. We're
beautiful
always
place to
welcoming
go.
here. Uh huh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.